When 22-year-old Favour Oladele, a 400-level student of theatre arts at Lagos State University, left her parents' home on a December weekend, everyone believed she was returning back to school for her final exams. Instead, she fell into a deadly trap set by her boyfriend, his mother, and a self-proclaimed prophet. Her vital organs were being cooked into a ritual pepper soup. Let me explain. On December 8, 2019, Favour Oladele left her family home in Mowe, Ogun State, Nigeria, for her final exams. She told her parents she would stop by a friend's place and promised to call when she got back to campus. However, that was the last time they ever saw her alive. Instead of returning to the campus, she was lured by her boyfriend Oladele, who told her he wanted introducing her to his uncle, a prophet at the Cherubim and Seraphim Church in Ikoyi, Osun State, Nigeria. Waiting there was Segun Philip, a self-proclaimed prophet who claimed he could perform rituals that would bring wealth and success. Oladele, who was said to be struggling financially and whose mother's business was not progressing, had confided in the prophet. He then came up with a horrifying plan. He told Oladele that wealth would require a human sacrifice. Shockingly, Oladele set up his own girlfriend, Favour Oladele, for the sacrifice. When Favour arrived in Osun State, she was picked up by her boyfriend Oladele. He then took her straight to the Cherubim and Seraphim Church in Ikoyi. On getting there, she had no idea of the danger. Oladele and the prophet tricked her into believing she was safe. But inside the church, they carried out the heinous act. Oladele struck Favour on the head using a pistol. Her body was then dismembered by the prophet. He removed her vital organs, her heart, her breast, and some other parts. He then used it to prepare a ritual pepper soup. What makes this case even more chilling is what happened next. The pepper soup was served to Oladele and his mother, Mrs. Bola Hadeko, who ate it, believing it would bring them wealth, prosperity, and a better life. Meanwhile, back in Ogun State, our family began to worry. Their calls went unanswered, and after 2 days, our father, Mr. David Oladele, went to her school, and only to find out that she had never made it back to the campus. However, he reported her missing to the police, and investigation began. The police began tracking Favour's phone using the forensic technical tools, and the trace led them to her last movement in Ikoyi, Osun State, Nigeria. Police raided the prophet's church and arrested him. On their way to the station, the prophet broke down and confessed, admitting that Oladele had brought Favour to him. The police then quickly tracked down Oladele and arrested him as well. Oladele was a struggling sociology student who had been planning the rituals for months and in hopes of improving his mother's business. His mother, Mrs. Bola Hadeko, had been facing multiple business setbacks and they believed spiritual forces were against her. She consulted Prophet Philip for help and he demanded a human sacrifice. Oladele eventually paid the prophet about 200,000 naira so he could carry out the ritual. The shocking twist was that the ritual never worked. Even after consuming the gruesome concoction, Oladele and his mother's struggle continued. When the police questioned the prophet why he didn't perform the sacrifice for himself, he admitted that his master had warned him not to try it. This baffles many, asking why he decided to be poor and make people rich. In July 2023, after 3 years of trial, the Osun State High Court delivered judgment. Prophet Segun Philip and Oladele were sentenced to death for the murder of Favour Oladele. Mrs. Bola Hadeko, the mother of Oladele, admitted that she never knew it was a human pepper soup. However, she was convicted of cannibalism and was sentenced to 2 years in prison. Favour's death became a symbol of how dangerous ritual killings and blind belief in false prophets can be. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories. Stay safe, stay alert.